Good day, mate crumbs. This week I have no small amount of Real McKenzies LPs to take a look at from throughout the years in chronological order. So I'm not claiming that I've got all of the LPs, all of the versions, or every album, but I've got a fair few, so I'm going to take a sniff at them. A little sniff at the albums. This is the self-titled The Real McKenzies, which is probably their first album. I've got no idea. This is just a reissue, I think. Yes, it's a reissue because it includes the artwork on the back that was done for Off the Leash. I think it's from Off the Leash because here we can see that there's the Silver Giant who was in the band around the Off the Leash time. This record, look at this colour, lovely jubbly. This is on Punk Classics Record Company. It's a nice solid heavy record, definitely one for the collection. This can be picked up fairly cheap from places like Discogs, etc., but it's a very worthy addition. This has Scott Suarez, Loch, Lomond, Out of Scotch, a few of the favourites through the time of the Real McKenzies, which of course were re-released, re-recorded songs in the future for the future albums. This is of course Locked and Loaded, which was re-released. And what that means is that it came out again. This is re-released on Fat Records or Honest Dons or something, way after its time. This is on a lovely green. Peekaboo, it's green. I was true in my words. That's a lovely green, look at that. That's the sort of green you could eat your dinner off of, leave out in the sun and not worry about your neighbours taking it. Because even if their neighbours wanted it, they'd probably just be happy and jealous and forthright in their choice. No idea what I'm talking about, but that is a bit of a classic album. It also has 16 songs on it. This one includes Nessie, Whiskey, Scotch Whiskey. My favourite song on this album, Whiskey, Scotch Whiskey. Fantastic drumming at the start of that song. Drumming and all that sort of stuff. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about drumming. Boot and a Boot. Once again, Honest Dons. This came out on regular black, I think that is, and also on a rather scarce green version, which you can get if you keep your eyes peeled. I think there's only 200 or so copies of this version around, but if you keep your eyes peeled you can find it. It's a very dark green, but it's nonetheless green. It's a smoky green and a lovely album. This is the first Real McKenzies album that I ever heard, going back to whenever I discovered them, 2000 and something. Songs on this that I like are Shit Out of Luck, Tailor Made's a good song. I think that one's written by Court Taylor. What a funny thing. And that's Oot and a Boot. Ooh, and next up, a little bit of a classic, which includes the song Smoking Bowl, which I think is the song that most people would know from this album because it was on one of the Fat free download compilations or something. It's look at these funny people holding up the bottle, and on the back it's the Good Riddance man holding a giant glass. What a funny art. And the record itself is whiskey colour. Hello, Pika, hello. That's how I say hello through the whiskey colour record. Not their best album, but still a very strong album of theirs. And talking about a strong album of theirs, Off the Leash is a very strong album of theirs. In fact, I'd say that it's their best album, or at least in my own opinion. It's a strong album and a fun album, and as the aforementioned artwork, which was on the back of the other release, what I did show earlier. Chip, which is starting off this album, is my very favourite Real McKenzies song. and it's a great song live. Very lot of fun. This is on a red, on a solid red colour. And the insert came with it as well. That's good. It's a bit annoying when you have to buy an insert separately. That's never actually ever happened, but if it was to happen, I'll be unhappy about it. Then there was this live, double LP live record, which came out on Fat Wreck Chords 2010, and it's live in some German pub or something. This is a double LP, which means 2 LPs. One I think is red and the other I think is yellow. I'll just get one out. Just get the one out to have a quick look. This one. Look at that funny Canadian bear. And the record is that colour. See, oh, isn't that nice? Again, peekaboo, have a little look through there. It's a nice record. I'm not sure if that's yellow or orange. I'm not sure how it's described officially, but it's definitely in the spectrum of yellow / orange. And then on to the more recent albums. West Winds, which has a rendition of a fairly low resolution ship on the front there. If my memory serves me correct from this album, it's blue version, I think. It came out, of course, on a regular black, but also a nice blue. Blue with little pooey smudges. Blue with pooey smudges. That's what you're going to get from an album like West Winds. West Winds coming off of the highs of the songs on Off the Leash. I don't think it's as good as that album. And then was Rats in the Burlap, which came out in 2015. They sure do chug out these albums over time, can't they? This, I think, is a kind of smoky red. Let's take a look. I'm probably wrong. Yes, it's a kind of smoky red, stroke possibly purple or something. I can't quite see because the light's behind me. I think it's smoky red. You can probably see from there using your eyes, your vision, your motor neurons and your chinku-chenkus. That was some of the stuff what comes on that one. And the songs which are on this album include 2 sides. We've got 7 tracks on each side. We've got Wah Sort of 42nd, I like that one. Up on a Motorbike, the 2nd track. That's very good as well. It's a good album. I like this album because of the way that I like it. And even more recently, 2017, sealed within its walls of plastic, we have Two Devils Will Talk, which celebrates 25 years of the Real McKenzies, but it definitely doesn't celebrate 25 years of the same lineup, because they often change the members of the band between albums frequently. Look at that. What a nice patchy record colour. You could say it's not a patch on some of their other albums, and you'd maybe be right and maybe be wrong, depending on your own opinions of how good the album is. But yes, that one was 2017. So that's a lot of the Real McKenzies LPs, what came out throughout the years. I hope you gave some of these albums your time. If you've only got a little bit of time to check out the Real McKenzies, go and check out Off the Leash from their middle career. Off the Leash. And if you've only got time to check out one song to have a little bit of flavour of the Real McKenzies, go and check out Chip, and you're guaranteed to have a little bit of a knees up. Just a little bit of a knees up. So thanks ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to watch some other videos if you want to. I'm just some internet guy. Hit the subscribe if you want, otherwise don't even bother. I don't care about that kind of stuff. Have a great day, look after each other, be positive, be kind to your neighbours, be kind to people called Frederick and people called Paul and George. Don't be kind to people called Westdale, because Westdales are well known for being rampant, voluptuous and full of grief. Unnecessary grief for no reason. So all the best, take care, And I'll see you when the west winds blow.
Thank you ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch. Now, it's a good video.